Welcome each and every one of you. Thank you so much to come over with such short notice. Due to COVID, we were not very sure whether we will have the program today or not. Anyway, today is a very auspicious day. I think, especially in Tamil Nadu, the Pongal festival, everything good, especially in the field of agriculture, aquaculture, everything starts, the whole year cycle starts from the Pongal. So, wish you all a happy Pongal and thank you for coming. So let me just explain what is this all about. See, normally if you see the cultured prawn or the aquaculture shrimp across the world, the species called Vanami shrimp is the maximum cultivable species. More than 50% of cultivated shrimp across the world is from this single species called Vanami. It is a natural ocean variety which lives in the Pacific Ocean. Even in India, about 60 to 70% of cultured shrimp is from, actually the broodstock comes from the Pacific Ocean, from Hawaii and places like that by air, and then goes to the hatcheries. And in the hatchery, they get maturated, and then the eggs are laid in the hatchery. Then from the hatchery, the young, we call this post-larvae. Post-larvae are then transferred to the ponds, where the farmers basically grow them. And then and the normal crop cycle is about 100 to 120 days, where it is harvested, and then it goes on to the processing industry, and finally for the export or the domestic market. Now, if you see the entire aquaculture industry, the whole value chain, the hatcheries are well organized, the processing industry is well organized, the export industry and the domestic marketing industry is well organized. But as far as the farmers are concerned, the technology that the farmers are using is something which 35 years back in the so-called first blue revolution, of which we were proud to be a part of the first blue revolution. We were known, the predecessor of this company by name of Victory Aqua Farm was the first integrated aquaculture project in India, started in the year 1987. We started with Japanese scientists and adapted Japanese technology to Indian conditions and spread this across the entire coastal states of India between the year 1987 to 1992-93. Now, on doing a survey of the coastal areas, we found that the technology which we introduced in 1987 is still what is being done by farmers across the country. There has been no innovation. There has been no further development in the aquaculture industry. What I mean is, as the farmer's end, there's not been many companies working on the farmer's end. There are big companies, there are feed companies, there are big processors, they're doing thousands of crores of turnover, but nobody has been working on behalf of the farmer. Individual profitability and individual productivity of the farmers were coming down drastically. Although the figures state that the industry is growing, it is growing at a macro level and not at the micro level at the individual unit of the farmer. So that's where we thought we should make a difference. How can we make the farmer, who is the backbone of the industry, 85% of the value chain is built by these small farmers. So what is it that we can do to make these farmers' business more profitable? These are all small farmers. Hundreds of thousands of farmers are there in each of the states. And they are hardly making a small profit because the product that they produce is also small size, mainly going to Chinese market. And it's a $4, $5 sort of product. Presently, that is grown by the farmer. And normally, it is from 10 grams to 20 gram size in each individual shrimp, if you calculate. So we have studied the various technology innovations that have happened across the world. Israelis have come up with the biofloc technology. Thailand has come up with something called aqua mimicry. Japanese came up with artificial intelligence and IoT in aquaculture. And we were, Indian industry is struggling still in the 1980s and 90s technology. So that's where we thought, as an innovation leader with a scientific background in this industry, with thorough knowledge of this industry, 35 years of personal experience in this industry, we should make a change for the farmer. So we are a technology-based aquaculture company working exclusively in the farmer's domain. And so that led us to this, doing several experiments. Right now we are at the farm, we are having 3 or 4 different technology trials running on. We are working with NEC Japan, one of the topmost technology firms across the world. They are the market leaders in artificial intelligence. We are working along with them to how to bring artificial intelligence to aquaculture. We are working with Jayalalitha University, how to build a sustainable improvement in productivity for the small farmers. And we are working with again with the Jayalalitha University to integrate other species along with this farm material, with your main species of Vanami. And our own in-house team is integrating all these technologies to come up with a viable solution, what is feasible for India, what may be feasible in Japan, what may be feasible in Israel, what may be feasible in Vietnam or Thailand, may not be feasible to the Indian conditions. And even within the Indian conditions, each coastal state, the agroclimatic conditions are different, the ecology is different, the water quality parameters are different. So we have to customize technologies according to the local conditions. That's what Kings Infra has been doing. And I'm very, very happy to announce that one of the technologies which we developed on the Symbiotic technology, which means we are bringing in elements of biofloc, a certain percentage, aqua mimicry to a certain percentage, and integrated IMTA, also where we use multiple species, where one species can consume the waste of the other species, and they can create a synergetic life cycle even within the ponds. So this experiment has been amazingly successful, and even we are very surprised. We wanted to target the normal is around 10 to 20 gram size harvest in the normal ponds. We thought we should set an example by getting at least 30 grams to 40 grams. So that's what we targeted. But then, while we were harvesting, we did partial harvesting, and then we left some of the material to grow to its natural full potential. So at the end, when we are harvesting in the final harvest, at the end of the four and a half month cycle, we were really surprised to see that all these efforts that we have taken and that the technology that we have introduced have been really successful, and the prawn has grown to an amazing level of 70 to 80 grams. That means it is in the natural habitat in the ocean, in Pacific Ocean, at 65-meter depth. If it grows to 23 centimeter length, that is scientifically that is the biggest size this species can achieve in the ocean environment. And we were able to produce it up to 21 centimeter with a 80 grams individual piece growth within 4.5 months, within 130 days in a pond-based system. Even we are surprised by it, but it is the end result of all the organic feeding, the life cycle creation within the ponds, the ecosystem development that the approach we have taken has actually created most of the natural food within the ponds, what the animal would have got in a natural ocean environment. That is the key, the secret of the success. And for example, the feeding, if you see, along with the normal feed, we don't use any antibiotics, we don't use any growth promoters. We only use our locally available natural feed supplements. For that, curd is a very important feed. We mix curd with the feed because it creates the gut bacteria. We introduce lemon for instead of vitamin C, the natural lemon. The moringa leaves play a very good role in the digestive system, creating the digestive tract. The tamarind water, all these, it's not just that we throw all of them. There is scientifically researched, and whatever the enzymes, whatever the growth that the shrimp needs in the thing, not only the shrimp, the algae that develops in the ponds, the zooplanktons which feed on the algae, and the shrimps get the live zooplanktons to feed on, which is in the natural environment. So all these have developed together in the ponds in the way that we anticipated, or in a much better way than what we anticipated. And that is the real secret of the success. And I should not also forget to mention that we have a fantastic young team of doctorates, technocrats, engineers, everybody working together on field 24/7 and ably supported by Bala and our CFO and our head office team in terms of giving all their requirements in time. And that is the key to this real great success. This is going to set the international seafood industry, the aquaculture industry on fire. Nobody will believe that you can grow 80 grams size of shrimp in a pond. It's available with us. Some of the prawn we have brought here so that all of you can see it. And also, it's very important that you can taste it, because it will give you the real difference. What is a sustainably produced prawn which is fed by natural feed supplements and not by any chemicals or any other promoting agents. So I welcome you once again to all these things. And we don't want to keep this technology or this development what we achieved. We don't want to keep it confined within ourselves. We want to dedicate it to the farmers of this country. So we have created a farmer interface platform called SISTA 360. SISTA stands for System for Integrated, Sustainable and Traceable Aquaculture. And 360 is the 360-degree solutions to our Indian farmers. So this technology platform will be available. Within a short time, we will be launching it. And our objective is to create a new class of aqua entrepreneurs in this country by initially getting at least 10,000 aqua entrepreneurs. Why I say aqua entrepreneurs is the concept of aquaculture, the blue revolution, now is in the next stage. And the Prime Minister of India has taken very keen interest in, and he has come up with Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana and the Fisheries and Integrated Aquaculture Development Fund, FIDF, and Neel Kranti Mission. So many schemes of Government of India, about 40,000 crores of rupees is earmarked by the Government of India for developing these aqua entrepreneurs. And they are encouraging farmers to come together under farmer producer organizations, FPOs and FPCs. So this will create a class of new aquaculture entrepreneurs. And this $7 billion industry in India can grow to a $70 billion industry over the next 10 years. And Today, aquaculture is in a stage where IT industry was in the 2000, just before Y2K, that aquaculture, they had a tremendous scaling opportunity. The same way, aquaculture industry globally offers a great scaling opportunity. India will be the forefront. Today, China is at around $60 billion, and India is second by about $10 to $11 billion. Export is $7 billion. But we will definitely be able to overtake China over the next 10 years with the support of the government of India, with the Prime Minister's scheme, and with the new technology that we have developed and which we are willing to roll out to our Indian farmers. We are very sure that we will be able to achieve these goals, and Kings Infra Ventures will be in the forefront of technology development, and we will be with the farmers, and we will be working along with the farmers to individually develop their own productivity and profitability. They are the backbone of this country, and they need to be supported. Thank you very much.